Hi YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is April 3rd, 2022. We got ourselves a Sunday. This is part 2 of the games for the NBA slate tonight. 12 games on the slate. We just did the video and just finished up recording part 1, so go check that out. I'll probably link both of these videos in the appropriate videos description so you guys can find it easily. But same thing we said in video 1 here. We are going to be going through each of these games, these 6 games, giving you my lean, giving you what my thoughts are on the game, but my final plays will be in the pinned comment, and all my final plays for all the games will be in each pinned comment, so you don't have to go back to last video if you were looking at the Mavs versus Bucks game or anything like that. But yeah, guys, this is part 2, and if you are new here, we don't usually split this up, so I am looking for some feedback in the comments if you guys like the idea of splitting up huge slate NBA days into 2 different videos, so you guys kind of know what you're looking for rather than having to sift through a long video with 12 games. But let me know in the comments down below, guys. We'll do the normal shout-outs here. Yesterday, you know, if you're just seeing this, yesterday we went 0-4, so yikes, bad night for us. We went 0-3 personally, and then our ride of the day, we jumped on board with a member here, a baller, Dennis. We went with a Clint Capella double-double, finishes with 12 boards, 9 points. So shout out to Dennis. That was a close one. But, you know, womp womp is in order if we did have the soundboard there because we did lose 0-4. Tough night, guys. But, guys, yeah, like I said, we go through each and every game, or in this case, half the games, and we give you my lean and what I'm thinking. But then in the pinned comment, you'll see a few different things. You're going to have a link to become a member, which is a $2.99 membership per month. You get exclusive access to perks. We're going to start involving you guys in the videos. You guys get a logo next to your name. You get some custom emojis that you can use and no one else can use, so it's pretty cool, and you know, it's a great way to show support. You can definitely click that link. Right below that will be the Discord link, where, you know, I think we're approaching 1,000 subscribers, I said in the last video, and it's pretty awesome because that's a place where, like, new bet ideas are thrown around. I'm in there scrolling all the time. So many people, I don't always respond to everyone, but it is awesome to see some of the research that goes into that. And speaking of research, we give player props in our final plays. We don't always get the player props in the video, but the final plays and the player props will be explained in the Discord in the final plays thread. So if you do see all of a sudden, you know, player X over 13.5 points, and you're like, why? I don't have the details I need. Check the Discord. I explain everything there, the trend, the team he's playing, how they've been playing, that type of thing. So make sure to check that out. And then below those 2 things is what I was saying, the final plays, guys. That is where my final plays, when I'm actually rolling with, will live. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's jump right into it again. These are the latter half of the games on today's slate on Sunday. We just went over all 6 games in the previous video that you know, are happening earlier today. So make sure to check that out. These are the late games here. But I will jump right into it. We have the Raptors -3.5 against the Miami Heat. I think this one's going to come down to the injury report for me. Miami obviously coming off a nice win against Chicago yesterday. We were on the wrong side of that one, but we were on the wrong side of 4 plays yesterday. So a lot of L's were caught just punching us around, but it's a long-term fight. It's not a knockout blow here. But Miami, it's going to come down to, I want to look at the injury report here. Only Martin is questionable as of right now, but they're on a back-to-back here, and we've had them banged up recently, so I want to make sure that they are good to go. But if they are good to go, even with the back-to-back, I'm going to lean Miami here, +3.5. I think they are better than Toronto. Next up, we have the Rockets getting 13 points against the Timberwolves. For whatever reason, we seem to always bet against the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves say, you know what? We're going to make you lose. So tonight we're not doing that. We're leaning Timberwolves here, -13. This Houston team has lost 3 in a row to San Antonio, Sacramento, and Sacramento. This Houston team just isn't a good team. The only 2 wins they have in their last 5 games are back-to-back nights against Portland, who is not inarguably, undebatably the worst team in the league right now, in my opinion, but undebatably. But so we're going to be leaning Minnesota here, -13. I think that one is one, no matter what the injury report looks like. Again, we're in a time in the NBA where injuries aren't even injuries. Guys might be load managing and everything like that, or resting. So this is a game where I'm leaning Minnesota no matter who is in or out. As of right now, we see no major players on the injury report for Minnesota. Next up, the Thunder, 14.5-point dogs at home against the Phoenix Suns. This Thunder team has been making us so much money, and I hope they do again today. They're getting 14.5 points. No Devin Booker, no DeAndre Ayton for the Phoenix Suns. Now, you can make the same argument that there's just no one playing for the Thunder, but for whatever reason, when we take these Thunder teams again with big numbers, they've been cashing for us. This Thunder team, in their last 10, are 7-3 against the spread. When they are at home, they're 2-3, so they've been better on the road. I'll give you that, but Nonetheless, this is a rumbling, covering Thunder team. No Devin Booker, no DeAndre Ayton here for the Suns. You can make the same argument. No Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dort, no, what's his name, Alexei Puvesky, whatever the guy's name is. They have no one playing either. I totally get it on the Oklahoma City side of things. But still, nonetheless, 14.5 points seems like a lot, and Phoenix has been red hot. I'll give them that, but they are without two of their premier players here. So we're going to be leaning Thunder here, plus 14.5. And I'm going to watch that line because I think that a lot of people think that Thunder stink, which, correct. Not against the spread, but correct, they do. And they're without everyone. Some money might come in. I see 58% of the public right now on Phoenix. So if we could get that line to 15, even better for me because I'm going with a heavy, heavy underdog here. Speaking of heavy, heavy underdogs, San Antonio Spurs hosting the Portland Trailblazers. We had 15 points the other night against this team. We took Portland and they lost by 19 points. Now, what I will say is they're getting 14.5 points again today, and I might just be the psycho that is going to lean Portland again. DeJounte Murray is questionable. That's going to be huge for the Spurs, and they only lost by 19 last game only. But, if we can get 15 points again here, I think I'm going to be another crazy person and lean Portland again. And I know the comments, guys, I understand that. People are like, why are you betting Portland? I was like, I thought I said in my video, I was like, this is probably a dumb play, but it seems like it's too many points. And I rolled with it. So that is what we're going to do in here. Portland plus 14.5. Everyone and their grandmother is out. In fact, I keep getting random calls on my phone from random numbers, and I think it might be Portland trying to get me to play because the jump shot's looking spicy. But we are going to be leaning Portland here, plus 14.5. And if they lose tonight by more than 14.5, we'll never bet them again. And they'll also be jealous that they did not try to sign me. But we're leaning Portland there, plus 14.5. I think that, you just played the Spurs. You got to have something figured out where we can at least keep it to, a 14-point ball game. I hope. But I hope that doesn't. The Thunder and Trailblazers are two strong candidates for final place today, and they're both 14.5 point to 15-point favorites. Yikes! I could be psycho up in here. Next up, we have the Kings getting 6 points against the Warriors here, and I'm seeing 99% of the public on the Warriors, which makes me want to play the Kings, but the Kings just have not looked great. They're losing to decent teams, beating some good teams. Like you're going to see, 4 out of the last 5 games they've actually won, and actually they're 3-1-1 against the spread. But the teams they're playing and winning, Houston twice, Orlando, Indiana. You see teams like Phoenix, Boston, Milwaukee, Miami, Utah. They're losing to these teams, so I'm still going to lean Golden State here -6. No Steph, but that's going to be the only injury to look at. And without De'Aaron Fox, no Sabonis, no Holmes, Alex Len is questionable. I think this team does not really compete with good teams. So don't get confused by their recent straight-up record or recent spread record here. I think this Kings team is a little bit fraudulent with those numbers. And I think you're getting a decent line here at -6 because of that. They look like they're turning in the right direction. So we're going to be leaning Golden State here. All right, guys, before we get to the last game of the night, I'm just going to explain one more time. We do have the other 6 plays in the last video, so go check that out. Same day, everything like that. I'll keep my final plays matching in the pinned comments, so you'll see everything from every game, not just this video, just to keep it simpler for you guys. But let me know in the comments if you do like this sort of format at all. When we have so many games, instead of making one 20-plus minute video, we throw out a couple, 8-9 minute videos, 2 different ones. So let me know if you like that. But we do have the Pelicans 2.5-point underdogs here, traveling to the Clippers. Clippers coming off of a win against Milwaukee. Again, no Giannis, nobody on that Milwaukee team. Pelicans 3 straight wins. 2 of them were the Lakers. 1 of them was Portland. I'm going to be leaning LA here -2. Keep an eye on the injury report. Paul George is upgraded to Pro Bowl. So is Morris, and so is Reggie Jackson. Those are absolutely huge names to keep an eye on. They're all upgraded to Pro Bowl, so they should play. But if they don't play, we're probably just staying away from this game. So I'm going to lean Clippers here -2. I think that they do have this one in the bag, and I think that that's an underdog pick. The percentages I have here, people are laying down with New Orleans there. But we are going to be leaning Clippers there, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy these videos. Again, we had a bad night last night, but we're coming off an amazing March, so we're still absolutely positive on the season, and March had a lot to do with that. But we will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to check out the Discord. Become a member if you want. I really do appreciate all the members, and we will start to involve, once we get back in the normal setup and anything like that, involve you guys coming up pretty damn soon. But I do appreciate it, guys. Make sure to keep an eye on that pinned comment throughout the day. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.